Carmelo Anthony is one of the best scorers in NBA history, but what if we put his career in reverse? He'll be starting his career in LA, followed by stops in Portland, Houston, OKC, and New York, before finishing his career in Denver. And as a rookie, Melo is in this starting lineup with a bunch of other legends. LeBron's gonna win the Rookie of the Year over Melo, just like real life. Melo's all the way down to 4th in the Rookie of the Year race, averaging 19, 5, and 4. He was behind Chris Bosh, who averaged 18 and 9, and Dwayne Wade, who averaged 26 points a game with 8 assists. How did he not win? Actually, never mind. LeBron averaged 24, 6, and 7 with 2 steals and blocks. So that takes us on to Melo's first playoff series. The Lakers won 60 games to clinch the 1 seed. And in round 1, they have to go up against Dirk and the Mavs. The Lakers are pretty easily going to sweep them. And in Melo's first playoff series, he is stinking it up. He has a chance to redeem himself against the Kings in round 2, though. And in game 6, with the Lakers holding a 3-2 lead over the Kings, they're going to advance to the conference finals. Shaq had 45, 14, and 5. Kobe put up 38. Melo had 13. And in the second round, he played a little better, but nothing crazy. In the conference finals, they have to play a big 3 of Joe Johnson, Shawn Marion, and Amare Stoudemire. And this Lakers team is just so good. They're going to make the finals against an 8th seed. I mean, this team looks alright, but nothing crazy. The Lakers should win. And they're going to win in 5, making Carmelo Anthony an NBA champion in just his rookie season. And obviously, he's not going to win the finals MVP, as Shaq's going to be the one taking it home. But that would be Melo's last game in a Lakers jersey, as in his second season, he's going to be joining the Portland Trailblazers. And by the look of it, this team is going to be nowhere near as good as the Lakers were. But Melo has a green light on this team. He's gonna make the All-NBA third team, putting up 29 points a game. But the Blazers are the 8th seed, finishing with 43 wins. And I highly doubt they beat this Suns team who have Steve Nash now. Here we go, game 1. The Blazers are gonna win. They didn't even win by a little bit. They kind of blew them out. Melo had 36, 15, and 8. No way they beat the Suns, right? Game 2, the Blazers also take by 10. That's because Melo had 25, 10, and 8 with 3 steals and blocks. I did not expect this at all. Why do I feel like they're about to lose 4 straight? Game 3 is gonna go to the Suns in a blowout. Game 4, the Blazers are going to take, though, when they make it out in 5. In the last 2 games of the series, Melo had a 38-point triple-double and 33 points in the closeout game. His averages in that series were insane. And in round 2, they have to play the 4-seeded Clippers. They don't look that good, I'm not going to lie. Imagine the Blazers make the conference finals as the 8th seed. They're going to lose games 1 and 2. Game 3, they're going to win by just 4 points, though. The Clippers, unfortunately, go up 3-1, and the Blazers get eliminated. So they had a pretty good run for the 8th seed, but unfortunately, it's going to end there as LeBron wins the championship. But Melo would run it back with the Blazers, as he's on the All-NBA second team now and up to 32 points a game. And that's going to be enough for him to win his first scoring title. But unfortunately, the Blazers don't have another shot at the playoffs, as they finish as the 10th seed. But things are looking up for Melo, because in the offseason, he joins TMac and Yao on the Rockets. And together, they lead the Rockets to the 2nd seed with 60 wins. And Melo's somehow going to miss out on the All-NBA team, even though he averaged 26 points and 7 boards a game. But I'm sure Melo cares about championships way more than everything else, because in the first round, his goal is to take down Chris Paul. We got the matchup of the Banana Boat guys. The Rockets are going to take game 1, but the Hornets take game 2. That's not great, especially because they're facing a 7th seed. The Rockets go up 2-1 and 3-1, though. They're not able to make it out in 5, with the Hornets winning by 1, but they make it out in 6. Which takes us on to round 2, where they have to face Steve Nash, Shawn Marion, and Amare Stoudemire. That's a pretty good big 3 if you ask me, but I feel like the Rockets have the better big 3. They're going to take game 1, but lose game 2. Both games were close. Game 3, they're going to lose by 19, though, and tie the series up. And in game 5, it looks like the Rockets are going to win every single quarter to take a 3-2 lead. All thanks to T-Mac dropping 25 and 13, Melo having 23 and 11, and Yao putting up 19 and 8. But in game 6, the Rockets are low-key folding. The Suns just made it a 3-point game with just 1 minute to go. Melo's going to use the screen. He had a wide open 3, but he's not going to pull it. Instead, he gets a wide open dunk. The Suns have Jalen Rose running their point guard for some reason, and T-Mac's going to hit the steal on him. I don't know why Jalen Rose ended up fouling there. The Suns are going to send the trap defense. They find Yao for the floater, and he's going to brick it. 93% of people who watch me aren't subscribed, so make sure to subscribe to help me hit my goal of 35,000 subscribers. I thought that was a free shot, but the Suns are still alive here. Barbosa trying to make his way into the paint, spins on T-Mac. He finds Kurt Thomas and his layups off. And unfortunately for the Suns, that's going to be the game as the Rockets advance to the conference finals. Melo carried the team, dropping 39 and 10. T-Mac also had 34, and that's going to take them on to the conference finals, where they have to face the 1-seeded Jazz. The series definitely is not going to be an easy one, but the Rockets are going to steal the first 2 games on the road. Game 2 is a blowout. Game 3, they're going to win by just 4 points. They're not able to sweep them. They're also not able to make it out in 5, but they make it out in 6. So now they have to play the Pistons, who look like a really well-rounded team. But it looks like the Rockets definitely have the star power on their side as they take games 1 and 2. Game 3 also goes to the Rockets, and they're able to sweep the Pistons, making Carmelo Anthony a 2-time champion. And Carmelo Anthony's gonna walk away with his first Finals MVP. So after 1 year with the Rockets, Melo joins the Supersonics, and he starts next to a rookie Kevin Durant. Rookie of the Year Kevin Durant Durant that is. And Melo's back on the All-NBA third team, putting up 29 points a game. But with the rest of the team being bad, they're gonna miss out on the playoffs. So that takes Melo onto his 5th NBA team in the New York Knicks. In his first year on the Knicks, he's on the All-NBA third team, averaging 31 points a game, but he's not gonna win a scoring title because KD, Dwayne Wade, and LeBron all average more than him. And he's also just gonna miss out on the playoffs. They have the same record as the Hawks, but the Hawks had the tiebreaker. But in his 7th season, he's gonna average 28 points a game, and the trend continues. The Knicks aren't even a top 10 seed as they finish 11. But Melo's finally back to being on a winning team as the Knicks win 59 games the next season. He somehow doesn't even make an All-NBA team, averaging 28 and 7, but I'm sure he doesn't care about that because his Knicks are sitting at the top seed in the East. In round 1, they have to play the Wizards led by John Wall. The Knicks by far look like the better team as they're gonna take games 1 and 2. Game 3 is also gonna go to the Knicks and they're gonna sweep. But now they have to face the Big Four Celtics and Celtics Shaq. They look really good for a 4 seed, I'm not gonna lie. The Knicks are gonna take the first 2 games in back-to-back series. They go up 3-0 and they're gonna sweep again. But here's where things get rough because Melo has to guard a peak LeBron James. This series is definitely winnable because outside of the big 3, the Heat aren't that deep, but they are gonna steal the first 2 games on the road. They're also gonna go up 3-0. This is a terrible look for the Knicks, who take game 4 and 5. And in game 6, they're up by 10 with 2 minutes to go. They're gonna force a game 7. Melo had 28, Stoudemire had 27, and outside of LeBron and Wade, nobody showed up for the Heat. But in game 7, the Knicks had a terrible showing. The Heat are gonna beat them. That was terrible. Melo had 23. He shot bad from the field. Stoudemire shot bad from the field too. And this time LeBron, Wade, and Bosh all went off. So unfortunately, the Heat are gonna make the final. They're gonna get swept by the Thunder though. In Melo's 9th season in the NBA, he's gonna average 26 points and 9 rebounds a game. But the Knicks fall off a cliff. They're sitting at the 8th seed. 8th seed a year after being the 1 seed is kind of crazy. They're not gonna get swept, but they lose in 5. In Melo's 10th season, he averages 26 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists a game. And he's gonna help lead the Knicks to almost 60 wins. They're the 2nd seed. And they are way better than all the other playoff teams. The only problem is that the number 1 seed is the best team of all time. In order to match up against the Heat, Melo has to take down the Pacers led by Paul George. And this is a pretty young Paul George, so the Pacers are the 7th seed. They are going to steal game 1 from the Knicks though. The Knicks take game 2. Game 3 is also going to go to the Pacers. That is concerning. The Knicks win game 4. And in game 5, it looks like the Knicks are going to be able to take this one away. Raymond Felton led the team with 33 and 13. That's kind of crazy. But we are going to a game 7. I don't know how the Knicks lost game 6. Melo put up 25. Stoudemire had 21. And the Knicks should not be in this situation. They were up 22 at halftime. It looks like they have a chance to blow this lead, but I don't think they're going to. The Pacers just made it a 6-point game, but the Knicks are going to win. The Knicks had 3 people put up 25 points or more. That was the perfect game to do it. So now in round 2, they have to face a Bulls team with an injured Derrick Rose. I don't know how they were the 3rd seed on paper. They don't look good at all. The Knicks are going to win games 1 and 2. Both of them are going to be blowouts. Game 3, they win by almost 50 and they're going to sweep. But now Melo's up for his hardest challenge yet as he has to guard a prime LeBron James. And the Knicks already have a chance to steal game 1 on the road as we're all tied up with 2 minutes to go. Dwayne Wade's gonna find LeBron. LeBron on the drive, trying to get past Stoudemire. He's gonna dunk on him. LeBron made that look way too easy. Now let's see if Melo can score here. Being guarded by James Jones, he's gonna body him and go up with the layup, but he's gonna miss. The Heat aren't gonna take advantage of the fast break. Instead, they go back down low to LeBron and his layup's good. Stoudemire's getting absolutely cooked right now. Melo needs to do something. He's gonna kick it to Stoudemire. He goes up with the layup. He misses. Tyson Chandler's gonna get the clutch rebound. And now the Heat go to Melo on the ISO. Let's see if he can cook James Jones. He gets by him. Raymond Felton's left wide open. He misses. And Tyson Chandler can't get another board. This is not looking good for the Knicks. LeBron on the break throws down another dunk. Things got so out of hand in that last minute. The Knicks have not scored yet and they haven't gotten a stop. And now Melo's being guarded by LeBron, so it should be even harder to score. He's gonna chuck up a mid-range. Stoudemire with the board and the dunk. But now the Knicks are gonna run a trap defense. I feel like it's gonna leave someone open. Shane Battier is left open. He's not gonna shoot it. He goes to Bosh, to Chalmers. They keep swinging it around. Chalmers is gonna find Battier. He doesn't shoot the open 3. Instead, he's gonna find Wade. He takes a terrible shot and they're gonna force a miss. But the Knicks don't have much time here. They don't necessarily need a 3, but it would help them. Melo being guarded by LeBron with the spin. He is getting absolutely clamped up and he is wasting so much time. He's gonna run back out to the 3 and he's gonna miss. So unfortunately for the Knicks, they are not able to steal game 1 on the road. It's gonna be hard to stop this team when there are 2 people dropping 30+ points. But in game 2, after a really good second half, the Knicks are gonna tie the series up at 1. I didn't expect that one at all. J.R. Smith led the team in scoring, and LeBron had a great game, but they held Dwayne Wade to just 12 points. But this time in game 3, it would be the Heat having a better second half to go up 2-1. Raymond Felton led the team in scoring again. That is kind of crazy. And this time LeBron and Wade both went off again. Game 4, I don't think the Knicks have enough enough time to come back, they are going to make it a 6-point game, but the Heat score again to take a 3-1 lead. And they're not going to be able to take down the Heat as they lose in 5 games. But in Melo's last full season with the Knicks, he's going to put up 24 points a game, and we have the same first round matchup as last season, except the Knicks are the 7th seed. And on top of that, Paul George is better and Amare Stoudemire is a lot worse. I feel like the Knicks might be able to take a game or two, but I don't see them winning this series. The Pacers are going to take the first 3 games. This is a terrible look, and the Knicks get swept. But at the trade deadline, the Knicks are so bad that Melo's overall is dropping. He's averaging 26 points a game, but he's going to get traded to the 13-41 Nuggets, who are somehow better than the Knicks, and the Knicks aren't even the worst team in the league. The Sixers are terrible. And even though Melo goes up to 28 points a game, he's not going to be able to help this team much as they still finish as a bottom 3 team in the league. But in his first full season with the Nuggets, he gets to team up with a rookie Jokic who's not going to be wearing number 15 because that's Melo's number now. And in their first season as a duo, Melo's going to average 21 points a game while Jokic averages 13 and 10. But with the Nuggets still being in a rebuild, they're going to finish as the 9th seed. You can tell the Nuggets are still on the come up with Melo and Jokic's overalls dropping. But Melo's able to average 18 points a game this season. But even with the addition of Jamal Murray, the Nuggets get worse, dropping from the 9th to the 10th seed. But after adding Paul Millsap to the team, the Nuggets are solid now, finishing as the 4th seed. Also, Melo's able to average 21 points a game. And in the first round, they have to play a Timberwolves team led by Cat. I'm kind of scared though, because even if they win this series, they have to probably face the Warriors, but it doesn't look like they're going to win this series. They're going to go down 0-3 and get swept. But the next season, with Melo dropping down to 15 points a game, the Nuggets are just barely going to miss out on the playoffs. But in the bubble, the Nuggets are one of the best teams in the West, sitting at the 2 seed. Melo's now the 3rd best player on the team, but he still averaged 22 points a game. In round 1, they have to play the Kings led by De'Aaron. Game 1, the Kings are going to take by 6. That's not great, but the Nuggets are able to tie up the series. The Kings also take game 3, and the Nuggets tie the series up again. And in game 5, we have a super low scoring one. The Nuggets just stopped scoring in the last 2 minutes, and they're going to go down 3-2. I don't know what their offense was. Melo led the team. Jokic shot 5 for 20, and Jamal Murray 4 for 17. But in game 6, they might have this one in the bag. They're going to go up by 9 with a minute to go and force a game 7. And Melo is carrying 36 points. Don't get me wrong, Jokic still had a good game, but Melo with 7 threes is going crazy. He's averaging 26 in the playoffs. And in game 7, we have another pretty low scoring one. Okay, I thought the Kings were going to score there, but the Nuggets are going to hit the dagger to advance. Jamal Murray had 23 this time. I don't know how the Nuggets won with their 2nd highest scoring player having 14. Also, Melo had a terrible game. Good thing they still won. That's because De'Aaron Fox also had a terrible game. In round 2, the Nuggets have to play the 6-seeded Clippers, and normally I would be happy, but a 7 seed just took them to 7. So here goes nothing. Game 1, the Clippers are going to win by just 3 points. Game 2, the Nuggets win by about 10. Game 3, the Clippers win by about 15. Game 4, the Clippers take a 3-1 lead, and they're going to eliminate the Nuggets. So after a disappointing ending last season, Melo has an MVP on his team now. And together, they're going to lead the Nuggets to the 1 seed with Jamal Murray averaging 25 points a game, Jokic putting up a 20-point triple-double, and Melo averaging 18 points a game. And in round 1, the Nuggets get their rematch against the Timberwolves. Game 1, the Nuggets are going to take by just 1 point. Game 2, unfortunately, goes to the Timberwolves. The Nuggets are going to blow them out in game 3, though. Jamal Murray had 45, Jokic had a 34-point triple-double. But now the question is, can they take a 3-1 lead over the Wolves? They can't. But in game 5, the Nuggets are going to lock in after the first quarter to go up 3-2. All thanks to Jamal Murray dropping 30, Jokic having a 20-20 triple-double. And in game 6, they're able to make it out. I don't know how they struggled this much against the play-in team. Once again, Jamal Murray leads the team in scoring, Jokic has a crazy stat line, and Melo is super efficient. In the 2nd round, they have to play the Pelicans, though, because the Lakers just lost in game 7. I wanted to play LeBron and AD, but at least we get the worst team, so we have a good chance of making the conference finals as the Nuggets go up 3-0 and they sweep. So instead of the Lakers, the Nuggets have to play a duo of Chris Paul and Devin Booker. They are a solid team, and in real life, the Suns were able to make the finals this year. The Nuggets luckily tie the series up after the Suns take game 1, Nuggets take game 3, but the Suns get game 4. In game 5, the Nuggets are going to have a good first half. The Suns do seem to be coming back in the second half, and they're just barely going to make it a 3-point game. So with just over 30 seconds to go, the Nuggets need to lock in here. They're going to go to Jokic with the terrible shot. I don't know what he's doing. Luckily, the Nuggets are up though, so even if the Suns hit a 3, which they do, the Nuggets aren't down. So they should get the last shot here with 20 seconds to go. Melo's looking for Jokic down low, 6 seconds to go. He's going to find him. He takes the layup, and that's somehow a foul. He got bailed out there. I'm not going to lie. That looked like a clean block. Jokic is going to sink the first free throw and the second. And the Suns have no timeout, so unless they make a half-court shot here, the Nuggets are going to go up 3-2. Devin Booker's in a pull from the logo, and it's in and out. And Jamal Murray is having a series. He put up 44, 10, and 8. He's averaging 31 points a game in the playoffs. But with both teams having a terrible fourth quarter, it looks like we're going to a game 7 here. Melo led the team in scoring. That's kind of a concern. Jamal Murray shot terrible from the field, and Jokic shot pretty bad too. He did contribute in other areas though. But regardless, we're going to a game 7. In game 7, this one might be over after the first quarter. The Suns did have a really good third quarter, but but they're not going to be able to come back. The Nuggets move on to the finals. Melo led the team in scoring again with 33. Jamal Murray had 24 and 10, and Jokic had a 20-point triple-double. So now in the finals, they have to face the Boston Celtics with Kemba Walker, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum. But Melo has a chance to get ring number 3 here, but the Celtics are going to take game 1 by 8 points. The Nuggets take game 2 by 11, and they take game 3. Game 4 is a pretty big one, and this one's going to go to the Nuggets as they take a 3-1 lead. And in game 5, the Nuggets are going to blow out the Celtics, making Carmelo Anthony a 3-time champion. And Nikola Jokic is going to be the one walking away with the finals MVP. And the Nuggets are looking to run it back as Jokic wins back-to-back MVPs. Melo's all the way down to the 5th best player on the roster. He's still going to average 18 points a game though, but the Nuggets' chances of repeating don't look great as they're the 6th seed. Round 1, they have to play the Warriors, who won the championship in real life, so this series definitely will not be easy, but the Nuggets are going to take game 1 by just 4 points. They lose game 2 by 5. They also lose game 3 by 8, and they tie the series back up. Game 5 is not looking great though. They're going to get absolutely blown out. Jokic had a 34-point triple-double, but for the Warriors, they had 3 people put up 25 or more. And in game 6, we have another Warriors blowout as the Nuggets get eliminated. So Carmelo Anthony's going to finish his career with 3 championships, 1 finals MVP, and over 37,000 career points, putting him 3rd all-time behind LeBron and Kareem. Subscribe if you enjoyed, and if you want to see me put LeBron's career in reverse, click the video on the screen right now.